Hi everyone, welcome to Joyce's Creative Corner. So we're gonna jump straight into this week's kit. Now this week's kit, we have our cardstock at the back to make our card bases. We have gold, we have a boho so paper pack and creative cuts. We also have the beader string. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make 2 cards in class, which are very simple, and then I have some samples of what else I made with my kit. So this week we are making these 2 cards. They are very simple and very cute. Then I went ahead and I had leftovers. Of course, we have lots of leftovers. So I made a few more cards. Now this one I love, but I think I will need a glint of gold down here and at the top. So I'll do that later on. And this one. Now, some are just plain cards, others are easel cards. So it's completely up to you how you want to make them. So I will put the video on how we make these 2. If you stay to the end, I will then do that one as well. These ones, I do not have a video on how to make them, but they're very simple. Again, you can have a quick look and it will give you an idea on how to make them. Now, I have a lot left over. I actually have a half a paper pack, because I used half a paper pack. I have half of the creative cuts, and I have some of the fussy cutting from the first half of the paper pack I did, and of course some dribs and drabs. So I could actually get at least another card out of this lot. So I have made a total of 8 cards. With this paper pack you can easily make a good 15-20 easy, depending on your style. Now if you are going to make this one, you will need a die. It is completely up to you if you use a die from home. Otherwise, they're just a die from our shop. It is called Little Miss Die number 1, and it is a great price point for that one. So I'll go ahead and put the video on. So for our card bases, we're going to get our white paper. We're going to cut it down at 6 inch and then score a 6 inch, giving us a card base of 6 inch by 6 inch. And we're going to do that twice. So we have 2 card bases exactly the same from one piece of paper. Using a piece of white cardstock, I have this pretty little fussy cut, and I'm going to glue it down and cut it. So I have a nice little tag there, and I'm gonna pop it on here. I'm actually thinking about cutting this down as well. That's 6 inches exactly. Now you can leave it as that. I want it slightly smaller than 6 inches. Perfect. So I'm going to ink it again. And gold centers and some glitter, and this card looks very pretty. Look at that. And again, if you want to stay within the perimeter, just glue it a little bit further down. But it's got some dimension. It is not too thick for mailing. In fact, it will probably pop, flatten down quite a bit while it's in the mail. And yeah, very, very pretty card. And of course, your sentiment on the inside. So we'll get that 6x6 card base again. And I'm going to pop this one at the bottom, and I'm going to trim it a bit off, ink the edges and glue it down. Next, again, I'm gonna bring in that scrap paper I have. I'll bring this one in, 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So there you go. I'm gonna ink that as well. Is quite pretty as well. So just a little bit of so there was a very quick video for these two cards, very easy to make. I'll go ahead and pop the video for our bonus card on how to make this one, and then I'll come back at the end. Bonus card time. I made a easel card base first. Then I picked the pattern paper I wanted to use it and cut it so that it fits on this card base. Next, I'm going to ink the edges. And finally, just glue the whole set down. Using the Little Miss die set 1, I have gone ahead and cut a gold and a white die cut, and I'm gonna go ahead and just glue the gold down first, and then I will glue the white on top but offset it. Okay, so I have picked a few items that I like out of my fussy cut, and there is a lot of pretty fussy cut things there. So I'm starting to place them around, and I will be shaping them and gluing them down. Prettiest cards that I have ever made. It is such a classy little card, and it just stands up like that, really nice. You can go ahead and decorate these, but I won't bother because I think it might take away from the actual card. So that is done, so we'll pop everything away. So that's it for today. I'll just put those aside. We are going to call it a day for today. So we've got a total of 8 cards. I will put the photos of the other 5 as at the end of the video. So if you want to take screenshots, download them, or just send us a message, and they will be available for you. Like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we will be back with our next class next week. Bye for now.